What is up, guys? It is your boy Chrisleetv back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I am saving $10,000 per year as a company driver, driving for Jordan Carriers. Any company driver, over the road, dedicated, no matter what you're doing, if you're getting paid percentage or whatnot. Any driver that's driving a CDL, actually anybody can do this. And I just wanted to share my method just so that you do understand, like people understand out there that this is possible to save, like just without even thinking about it, $10,000 every year. This video is sponsored by TruckerPath, one of the leading trucking navigation apps on the market. TruckerPath is an app with many features, including some that help truckers navigate their trips, find food, and safe places to park. Just clicking on an icon will show you things like reviews on that particular location, if it has showers, and even how many parking spots are available. Download TruckerPath and drive safe. So let me go ahead and break it down. It's really simple, really easy. Give me 1 second. Open up my calculator real quick, even though, you know what I'm saying, it's not too much crazy math, but follow along, all right? So when I first started with Jordan Carriers, I had like previously heard about paying yourself first from like the richest man in Babylon, right? So I got into orientation and I was setting up my direct deposit, and I had like several checking accounts previously I had opened, right? And like there was a guy in there in the orientation. He was like, "Yeah, I want to set up direct deposit for 2 accounts," and that made me think. I was like, okay, if I do that, then what's the benefit? Because I was like, this dude is doing something that nobody else is doing. And that's what you have to pay attention to. Like, you have to pay attention to things that people do that no one else is doing. So I was like, okay, if I do that, I did some quick math. I save $200 every check, right? So I'm gonna write that down, okay? So Jordan, I think the average pay for like an over-the-road driver is like, as a company driver, is like $1,200 to $1,500, right? So out of that, 1,200 to 1,500, right? So that's the average weekly take home, and you're making that every week, right? So that's per week, right? $1,200 to $1,500 per week. All right. So what I did was like I understood that my phone was gonna make noise, and I should have put it on airplane mode. So I understood that from working at previous trucking jobs, I was making a lot more. Like 1 check or 2 checks usually takes care of my bills, right? You want to budget, and you want to make sure that you understand what your budgeting needs are. And if you haven't already checked out the Financial Planner for Truckers, that is my budgeting tool for truckers I made exclusively for truckers, right? So I kind of knew how to budget and do things like that, and so I knew like what it would take for me to make money and not be in a place where I was hurting, right? So I knew what I could take out of my check and what I could miss, right? So what I did was I took out $200 every week, and I had like my main my main account was like where all of my money would go, and then like I had a secondary account. So $200 out of every check would go into that account before I got my main check. So this is how it worked. So if I had $1,200 I made that week, my direct deposit would come out. It would take $200, and this was my paying myself first. So me first, right? So $200 would come out, and I would be left with $1,000 for the week, right? And I'll be left with $1,000 for the week. So the way you do this, like for the year, like, so I'll do it month, and then I'll do it like for the year. So for the month, I would times the $200 that's taken out for me first, okay? Times that by 4, because there's 4 weeks in the month, right? Sometimes 5. So it's like $800, right? $800. And then, you know what I'm saying, I get my regular check or whatever, times it by 4 is like 4K. But that doesn't matter. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's all going to bills, having fun, doing whatever I need to do, paying any subscriptions and stuff like that, right? So if I took that $800 and I'm doing this per month, right? So I'm doing 800 a month, and yeah, 800 a month. There's 12 months in the year. All right, you get $9,600. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of small, but you get $9,600. All right, we got the 200 because we're taking $200 out of each check. I'm gonna bring y'all a little closer so you can see. Okay, perfect. So we got $200. I'm paying myself first, right? Me first, and then $1,000 go to whatever I budget, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever needs to come out is where that $4,000 comes out, right? So me first, the $200 that I take out every check, I times it by 4 because usually they're 4 weeks in a month, right? Some months have 5 weeks, or some months you get like an extra payday, right? So we didn't even include that. So we got $800. So 200 times 4 is 800 per month. Times that by 12 months, you get $9,600, right? So if you do include those, like just couple, like 2 or 3 weeks that you do get that extra payday, and it could be more, it could be less, but we'll say it's 3. So say it's 3 extra weeks, right? So that'd be $600. So you add $600 to this, and now it's $10,200, right? And that's for 1 year of me first, right? Paying myself first. And that was a really simple method that I came up with to just not even have to think about saving $10,000 for 1 year. And what I like about this method is what I just said. Like, I don't have to think about it. It's directly deposited out of my check every week. I don't have to think about it. At the end of the year, I have $10,000. So if your credit's right, or if you're looking for a down payment for a truck, or if you're looking for a down payment for a house, maybe you saved some of that 4K, right? I know I divide my money up and divvy it up in budget to make sure that I'm not just, like, I don't touch the 10,000, right? So everything I need, I'm taking out of the 4,000. And that helps me to where I can, at the end of the year, look at something like that, where it's $10,000 sitting nicely in one bank account. And I really didn't have to do really much of anything to get that there. And now I can invest in things like I said, to a house or a business, just whatever you want to do. You have now that money to do that with. So this is the video that I wanted to show you guys of how to save $10,000 without really thinking about it in the trucking industry. I hope you enjoyed it. It's your boy Chrisleetv. Make sure you go check out my financial planner for truckers at Chrisleetv.com to help you start budgeting and getting your finances in order. Thank you for watching. Deuces.